The latest ATP and WTA ranking just dropped, fresh from June 30th, 2025. And let's just say, a few names might not be where you expected. Some stars are rising fast, while others are slipping down the list. And it's all happening just before Wimbledon 2025. This year's battle for the top is closer than ever. So let's break it down. Who's peaking at the perfect time, and who's losing steam when it matters most? Let's kick things off with the ATP, where the battle for the top 5 is tighter than ever. At number 5, we've got America's stealth power player Taylor Fritz. With his 4,635 points, he's closing in on the world's elite. For years, Fritz hovered just outside the spotlight, always solid, but never quite a threat. And now, he's rewriting that story, one hard-earned at a time. His recent momentum, especially on grass, has turned heads. A quarterfinal run here, a title run there, and suddenly he's within striking distance of number 4. That smooth baseline confidence, the bullet serve, and his newfound mental composure, it's all starting to click. And here's what's making it wilder. That number 5 spot, Fritz took it from Novak Djokovic, who now slips at number 6 for the first time in ages. And with only 15 points separating him from Jack Draper, the race for number 4 is basically too close to call. So the question is, will he stay put or finally take over the spotlight? And now we shift the spotlight from California grit to London fire. Jack Draper is sitting at number 4 with 4,650 points. This 23-year-old isn't just climbing the ranking, he's charging into the elite. Draper has officially gone from promising future to present-day contender, and he's not slowing down anytime soon. After clinching his first Masters 1000 titles at Indian Wells, Draper's rise has been steep and serious. But what makes Draper dangerous is his composure. While other young stars still wobble under pressure, he feeds off it. The center court spotlight isn't just something he handles, it fuels him. And with the home crowd behind him, he could go deeper than ever before. So, do you think Jack Draper will become Britain's first men's world's number 1 since Andy Murray? If he keeps this up, that dream might not be so far off. Now, let's move on to someone who's no stranger to the top. Well, Alexander Zverev made his rank on the 3 with his 6,500 points. He reestablishes himself as one of the most consistent forces on tour in 2025. And he's not chasing anything, he's defending it. This year, he's been about clean execution. No viral moments or flashy meltdowns, just focused, match after match execution. His return game is sharper than ever, and his backhand, still smooth, but now sharper and more reliable than ever when it matters most. He's making his mark everywhere, from Doha to Madrid, all the way to a commanding semifinal run at Roland Garros. And to be honest, the most impressive thing is how he managed his fitness, a lingering issue in past seasons. In 2025, he looks lighter on his feet, more accurate, and less emotional under pressure. It's the version of Zverev fans have been waiting to see for years. But can he finally carry that calm to a Grand Slam title? He reached this stage before, but 2025 might just be the year he finishes the story. But if there's one name that refuses to let anyone else write the ending, it's Carlos Alcaraz. He's holding firm at world number 2 and closing in fast on the top with a massive 9,300 points. That gap between him and number 1 is not comfortable anymore. It's literally personal. Alcaraz made 2025 all about strategic dominance. He's starting to own the grass court game with cool precision and aggressive flair. And the huge part? His title at Queen's Club added 450 crucial points. It's clear Alcaraz is evolving. The only thing standing between him and that number 1 spot? A rival who's been just one step sharper all year. And that person is Jannik Sinner, with 10,430 points. Jannik Sinner has climbed back to the top of men's tennis, and he looks ready to stay there. His 2025 season has been a masterclass in authority after he lifted the trophy at Roland Garros and stacked deep runs at multiple Masters events. His timing and shot selection make him tough to break, and he knows exactly when to turn defense into offense. The distance between him and the chasing pack might look wide on paper, but is it secure? Or is someone behind him just waiting for a single slip? Well, the men had their shot. Now it's time for the women to dominate. Here's the top 5 in WTA. Starting at number 5, Jasmine Paolini is presenting what quiet dominance looks like. With 4,806 points, she's not only surviving in the top tier, but also shaping it. And while her ranking hasn't changed this week, holding firm at number 5 still says plenty. Her game is about precision, grit, and smart court play that breaks opponents down piece by piece. That run to the Roland Garros finals was a statement. And since then, she held her ground with consistency across clay, and she never looked rushed. The tennis court seems to slow down around her. But here's what no one's saying out loud. Could the most underestimated player in the top 5 be the one most likely to surprise everyone? Her game says yes, quietly, but convincingly. All right, we move from quiet momentum to someone who's already left her mark on the sport. There's something about Iga Swiatek. Even without the number 1 beside her name, Iga Swiatek's impact still defines the blueprint. But now, being on rank 4 with her 4,943 points, she's taken a dip from her usual position, but don't mistake that for weakness. Swiatek remains one of the most technically gifted players on tour, combining strategic depth with relentless consistency. Her ability to absorb pace and turn defense into control is what keeps her shining and in the spotlight. She's not dominating every tournament this season, but when she's on, the court bends to her rhythm. And for the players ranked above her, that's a constant threat. Now sitting at world number 3, Jessica Pegula has collected 6,483 points by simply showing up, week after week, and refusing to break down, even when others do. She may not be the flashiest name in the top 5, but her placement and calmness make her one of the best players on the tour. Her serve isn't overpowering, but she places it exactly where she needs to. Her return game is clinical, which adds in her experience of decision-making. And Pegula often turns matches into battles and wins them. Still, when someone's game is steady, is it only a matter of time before it all clicks at a slam? Because Pegula has been standing at the edge, waiting for the perfect moment to step through. Pegula brings patience, but now we turn to the kind of speed that only youth can deliver. At just 21 years old, Coco Gauff is already above expectations. With 7,899 points and the number 2 ranking, she's not just a Grand Slam champion, she's a week-in, week-out winner across every surface. Her forehand still delivers that electric punch, but it's her improved serve, footwork, and match focus that have pushed her past the rising star label into full-on territory. And no longer just a teenage prodigy, Gauff is setting the tone for the next era. But hold on, because with ranking points higher than nearly every man on tour, Aryna Sabalenka is setting the standards. Her 11,640 points aren't just numbers. They're like a message that this 2025 year belongs to her. Sabalenka brings a brutal blend of power and presence. Her serve cracks through defense, and when she locks in, opponents don't last long. What used to be unpredictable is now unstoppable. If anyone is wearing the crown right now, it's Sabalenka, and she's not letting it go anytime soon. So can anyone actually catch Jannik Sinner and Aryna Sabalenka before the season ends, or are they too far ahead of the pack? We shall see. Let's enjoy Wimbledon and see what's in store. Drop your boldest takes in the comments. And if you're all about those on-court twists, don't just scroll. Stick around, hit that subscribe, and come ride the rest of the season with us. As per usual, we will be back with more fiery forehands, backhands that don't come back, and those unmissable moments in the ATP and WTA.